Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is 8:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this 16th day of March 2021. Want to take a good look at the pound yen right now, but real quick, let's just take a look at the pound kiwi, the pound dollar, pound yen, and the pound Swiss that we looked at yesterday. So first off, let's take a look at the pound Swiss and see what's going on over here. So very soon we should get a well, actually, yeah, we might get a actual GAN swing if today closes where the low is at. Um, we'll actually get a confirmed swing lower there. Taking a look at our point figure charts that we were looking at, saw here that on March 11th, which was last Thursday, I believe, we looked at a short entry at 129 even. Sorry, that was at 128.90. That has obviously worked out very nicely. Went all the way down to 127.90. Then we look at the 20 pip 3-box reversal chart, seeing a pretty strong move south there. And then the 5 pip 3-box reversal, on the 12th on Friday, we looked at a short at 129 even. Now we're seeing it kind of pull back here, which is fine. In this kind of case, what we look for here on the 5 pip is the next 3-box reversal. That's the entry. So short at first 3-box reversal. So that's running into profit very nicely. Then we look at the pound dollar. Let's see how that one is moving. Pound dollar obviously had a lot more movement, prior movement before the Swissy and the yen pair for the pound finally moved. On the 20 pip 3-box reversal, we got an interesting scenario here because we finally, we see price broke down below at, or actually it didn't break down below, but it broke the prior bull trend angle. So we converted down to bear market. We traded up, formed a double top, failed to break it. And now we see this column of O's here. And the breakdown here would be at 37.80. Again, whether that's going to show up here or not, we don't know. On the 12th, we did look at 38.60 as our short, which worked out just fine. Then it has pulled back. So on the 10 pip 3-box reversal, I like on the pound dollar, I like the sell stop now at 38.10. And our profit target there would bring us to, I love the vertical targets here. This is just makes everything so much nicer. 36.90 would be the profit target. This is a spike pattern, I believe. Is it? Let me just make sure. What's the range on here? 85 pips. Yeah, that's definitely a spike pattern. Move up. The 3-box reversal is the same thing, but we'll focus on the 10 pip 3-box reversal. That's what we want. Okay, now moving on to the pound yen. So 150.90 is what we looked at for the short on the 12th. We also looked at 151.10 as our short entry on the 12th on the 10 pip 3-box reversal chart. That's what we have going on right now. It's working out great. Ichimoku wise, if we look at the 3-week chart, we can see that the 3-week candle is pretty damn bearish. I mean, this is one heck of a bearish looking candlestick right here. All right, so that should not be a sign of strength at all. That is a definite sign of weakness. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 8 consecutive weeks of closes above the open. And if it wasn't for Friday, we would have had our 9th consecutive 3-week candlestick where the close was above the 3-week open. We're currently above the close and the open right now. Technically, this is a not really. But we should. Sorry, this is pound yen I'm looking at. I'm having a Monday on a Tuesday. So here we go. 3, 6, 9. We're going into our 10th consecutive third week candlestick where the close is above the open. This 3-week candle won't close until the 29th. On the weekly chart, we see that the last week had another spike up there. But now we're seeing some weakness on the weekly. We're seeing things kind of curl down here. Currently, we are currently in the red or the black on the 3-week candle, or on the weekly candlestick chart. There's a pretty substantial distance between the close and the Tenkan Sen on the weekly. I mean, there's a good 400 to 500 pip drop just to this level, and then to test the Kijin Sen, we're talking about like another 800 pips to the south. That is a very, very likely scenario. Definitely anticipating that playing out here this week. Not hitting that in this week, but going over the next 45 to 90 days, we should see that occur. And then on the daily chart, Ichimoku, we are so far looking at a bounce off of the daily Tenkan Sen. This is our third day in a row lower, but barely. I mean, Fridays and Mondays ranges were pretty tight. But this, if nothing else changes over the next 8 hours, we are looking at a third daily candle lower, which would be a third lower low and a third lower high. Would give good weight to some downside pressure here in the very near future. Point figure wise, like we looked at, the triple bottom that was broken on the 10 pip 3-box reversal. What's our profit target from that area? The profit target here is going to be at 150.20. At 150.20, that's the level we're looking at. On the 5 pip, yeah, we'll just leave that alone for now. But that's the initial profit target zone on the pound yen. So it's a good spot to look at. Really, I mean, if you're not short already, the next opportunity is at that 150.90 level. That's the 50% range of the pole pattern that exists over here, and then that would hold until it doesn't. On the candlestick charts, I mean, on the daily, really not an entry there. The hourly actually looks pretty good for continuation south. The 4-hour here is the key one, and on the 4-hour chart, what I'd be looking for is for the lagging span to have a 4-hour close below the candlestick. So that would be anywhere between 150.84 and, depending on where this is at on the 4-hour chart, really we're going to have to see that anywhere between 151.21 and 150 and 150.84. So that's the levels that we'd be looking at. We do see on the 4-hour chart that some signs of impending weakness. We have Senko span A sloping down, pointing down. Span B is flat. The Tenkan Sen is crossed below the Kijin Sen. Just some really good near-term pressure showing some downside moves here in the future. And that's something that we should just anticipate. But that is it for me for today on this. Y'all have a good rest of your trade day. Hope your week has gone well for you to start off with. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.